Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. So much firepower here. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Beautiful counter shot. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Caution being thrown to the wind. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
I've been in fights like that. When you think...
Here we go. It's round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You're fighting a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Can't land that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Catch and shoot. Misses with the straight left. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you get it.
There's the bell to start round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Swing and a miss with the hook. does not score. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Just missed with that hook. Punch, counter punch. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. There's a counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second,
There's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let him back. And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Swing and a miss with that hook. A perfect counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
left hook just missed. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working. There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Don't want to trade shots. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the score. And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Jab doesn't quite connect. Rocky Marciano, few have been better. One of the greatest of all time.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
We see it again. There's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that. They are going to surrender. No moss. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.